Hi, I am Katie, and while it has been quite a long time since I have been down to Chattanooga, it is a place that will forever and always hold a special place in my heart. Um, it's I just loved every time that I got to step into the doors of the church and just be with all of you wonderful people down there. And so I hope that during this time right now, you're able to find some sense of peace. I know it's crazy, but there's a lot of people praying for you and thinking of you and sending you all the good thoughts. So what I wanted to tell you a little bit about today is some of the neat things that I learned from my time in Chattanooga, and as well, I wanted to tell you a little bit about what Jesus is to me. So one of the coolest things that I learned from Mr. Jimmy was that Jesus is with us in our hardest times and our darkest moments. And I'm sure that is something that many of you have known or experienced before. But what's cool and what has always kind of given me hope is when he told me that when we get through those hard things, so often God is going to use us to help other people in their dark moments. And each of us has different struggles and different hard and dark times in our lives. But so often those times are going to be also used to help others through their dark times. And so every time I've gone through something hard, just knowing that, one, I'm not alone. There's probably been someone that has gone through it, but especially knowing that God is with me in those times has brought me a lot of peace, but to also think that someday I will get through it and come out on the other side, a better, stronger person, and I will get to use that to help somebody else in their darkest moments. And that was always and has always been really big for me. Something that the Chattanooga congregation, the amazing people that you guys are, taught me was how to show up for church, or how to show up in life real, as myself, and bringing my failures and my successes and my struggles, just bringing it all to church or in community with church people is how it's supposed to be. For so long, I thought that I had to show up perfectly. And then if I wasn't doing all the right things and checking all the right boxes, that I wasn't good enough, or that maybe God was going to be mad at me or love me less. And every time that I walked through the doors of the church or met in groups with people, I saw people showing up there as themselves, with their hearts sometimes broken or feeling good, or whoever they were, but they just showed up. And it was always so touching to me, because that takes a lot of bravery and a lot of courage, and that's what so many people down there are. You all are just beautiful, brave people showing up as yourselves and knowing that lives aren't always perfect. Life is really messy sometimes, and God's gonna love us right where we are at, and we don't need to be perfect. So that was something that I've always taken with me, and I'm really grateful for. And then I also just wanted to share a little bit about who Jesus is to me. This has kind of changed for me over time, but what I picture Jesus as now is he is the best of the best friends. He's a friend better than any friend we could ever know or have. And I picture him sitting next to me, just with his arm around me, especially in hard times. Not being able to take, the hurt and pain away sometimes, but just sitting there with me, saying like, I know it hurts and I'm here with you and I'm not going to leave you. And he's just so close and so loving. And then I also think of him as the holder of our pain. And so when we're going through really hard times, and when I've gone through really hard times, there's something about when I think that my pain is too much and I don't know how to keep going, I hand it over to Jesus. I know that he, when he walked on this earth, had gone through so much more than me, but similar things to me, even if it's not just what I went through, in my own life. He knows what it's like to be betrayed by someone. He knows what it's like to be hurt by someone. He knows just pain and sadness. And so he can hold those, and he can bear those for us when it's too heavy. And so that's really, really important for me to know that while it's not someone sitting right next to me, it's someone that I can give it to, and I just give it up to Jesus, and it helps things to feel a little bit lighter. And then most of all, to me, Jesus is the greatest example of what love is. Loving every person, and especially the people that are different, the people that don't always follow the exact rules, or people that are outcasts, or people think are weird, or people that don't fit in. Those were the people that Jesus went to. Those are the people that he ministered to. It wasn't the cool people, the cool kids. He was among those that were different. And I think that is what we are called to do. And it's not easy, but Jesus gives us this beautiful, beautiful example of how to do that and be that for others. And so that is what I look up to for how to live my life. I'm not perfect at all, and I definitely mess up often. But I keep turning back to stories of Jesus and how he loved others, and it shows me the way to also love others. So that's what I have for you guys today. I'm praying for you all. I hope that you're hanging in there and that we will get back to being in churches soon. I certainly miss that for myself. So take care. I love you all.